Donald Trump is now claiming to be the new Elvis during a bizarre Gong Show interview with Real America's Voice, John Frederick's radio network. That's a lot. I don't know exactly what that is. It's a lot of different things. Here is Trump based on the popularity of the song that features Trump benefiting the January 6th rioters. Trump says he's almost like the new Elvis.
Thanks for being here. I want to ask you whether I should call you Mr. President, or I saw you on Hannity the other night saying you're the new Elvis. I helped put that song together, Justice for All. How does it feel to be number one on the Billboard chart, sir?
Right.
Well, you know who are is the J6 prisoners. They're number one because they asked me if I'd do that. And the money goes to them, and it's a beautiful thing. And it was number one on every chart, including Billboard. It started off on iTunes, and it went to Amazon. And
Trump really sounds like he knows what those things are, doesn't he?
And it hit Billboard. That's the big. And number two was Taylor Swift, and number three was Molly Cyrus.
Molly.
I was very honored. I said, maybe I'm the new Elvis. Now that we've gone into show business with The Apprentice, and now we do this, we've covered a lot of territory in our life.
Yeah, this dude's really weird, I have to say. Folks, that song benefits the insurrectionists. Think about that for a moment. And then Trump really gets into the wacky stuff. Here he hits DeSantis again and says that DeSantis's bubble has already popped.
And he was out of politics if I didn't endorse him. He was so far down. I endorsed him and he became a rocket ship.
Yep.
And then he said, yeah, well, I don't want to comment about running against Trump. I said, is that the way it works? Because there's something about loyalty that I like, you know?
There it is. Loyalty above all else. Trump's loyal to no one, but everyone must be loyal to him.
Maybe I like it too much. But the fact is that, yeah, his bubble has popped, I believe. But you know, you never know. You got to be careful.
Yep. Could be popped like a balloon. And then maybe most tragically, when the Nashville, Tennessee school shooting was brought up to Donald Trump. No, he didn't attack me like his son Don Jr. did. That's not what Trump did, although I was worried for a moment there. Trump's idea is give guns to the teachers. Yeah.
Pardon me. They're saying that this shooter went to another school first and saw there was too much security. So then went to the Christian school, which had less security. What would you do as president to finally make sure our children are safe and get trained? I mean, there are retired military people, and Karen showed me a video.
I shared a video with you yesterday saying, we'll come forward, we'll protect your children.
Wow.
There are people out there willing to do this.
Former law enforcement, retired military. So go ahead, sir.
And there's a percentage of teachers that are very good with guns because you really want them to where they can handle it. And you have teachers that have a great, record. They're in the military and everything else, and they're in the school, and you can do that with with it. You don't need a very big percentage. You take the people that are really adept with guns. A lot of people have been talking about this concept. I threw this out too. But you have people that are very good with weapons and guns.
Yeah. The same teachers who can't choose which books the children are allowed to read, they can't be trusted to choose the books. The parents need to decide about the books. Those are the teachers we're going to give the guns to. And this is the solution that they're offering.
That could be, they're right there on the spot. And you could have that. They could put them in safely someplace, but very, very nearby. And if you had something like that happen, they take them out.
Truly pathetic. I mean, truly, truly disturbing. So as usual, I mean, listen, guys, we're now 5 days out from the shooting. As usual, there is no serious conversation being had about doing something about gun safety. In fact, they're saying there should be more guns. And by the way, if you suggest that prayers don't prevent shootings, you become the focus, as I did for the last week. The tragic reality of this is, it makes sense. I'm kind of like struggling with the right way to say this. It's logical if you've been paying attention for the last 20 years, since Columbine, however, I mean, it's been longer even. If you've been paying attention for the last few decades, it would be logical to say, I give up. I don't think this is fixable. It doesn't seem fixable because they don't want to do anything about guns. The culture glorifies violence more and more. Mental health may be a factor, but they don't want to fund that. It's done. We're just not going to be able to solve it. And yet that doesn't square with the fact that we have to solve it. And many people, including those who are parents, say, we can't just give up, right? Can't we? Or do we need to move to another country? But that's not possible for so many people. So on the one hand, it's like logical that you would say, I give up. There's no solution. But you also really can't do that, because what that means is we are conceding it's just going to continue being like this. And that's completely unacceptable. I don't know where to go next with it. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment, send an email. We will follow up. Quick break. Back after this with much more. And I want to hear from you as well. I know many people have been itching to call in all week.